Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Magnus's Loot Crate discussion on accessories. Now, I feel like I kind of need to lay down sort of the ground rules here, so bear with me. When I'm talking about accessories, I'm talking about things that normally most accessories come with the bots. You know, that thing from that episode, as a lot of people refer to it, and I like to refer to it. So it could be just anything that's normally associated with that particular Autobot, Decepticon, whatever. Now there's a few examples of this. You know, Optimus Prime always seems to have to come with his Energon axe that you put over one of his hands. It's things like that when I refer to accessories. Now, I suppose you could technically say that the gun is an accessory, but that's stuff that normally comes with any and all bots just normally. Accessories to me, I've got a few and I'll show them off. And you'll see some that I've already shown, but accessories are things that might have been that thing from that episode that's associated with the character that maybe the company didn't think to put in with the robot, or somebody else decided to make one because nobody else made one. With that kind of out of the way, I'll give you a few examples, show off some things that I've got or that I'd like to have, and we'll just kind of go from there. With that being said, here we go. Now when it comes to accessories, we'll go ahead and start off with some that actually come with the robots in question. First of all, as you can see here, this is Coot and Hoodlum Fans Toys, and they come with the little Target Masters. And you know, the Target Masters are an accessory just mainly out of the fact that they weren't originally, you know, Cup and Hot Rod's guns. They came kind of later on, but as sort of a nicety, I guess, Fans Toys added those in and gave them the weaponry. Now, also, as you can probably see here, X-Transbots sent like a boatload of accessories with their version of Cliff Jumper called Toro. Now, they all come on this little sled looking thing, but the sled was actually yet another that thing from that episode where the Autobots were skiing across water, and not in like in their automobile modes, but also, you know, like on like hydrofoils. So there's that, and of course, as you can see, it comes with a bunch of different guns and things. It also comes with a couple of little bits that plug into the vehicle mode, like either on the hood or on the rear of the car, like guns and things that showed up in certain episodes of Transformers. Those are some accessories that actually come with the bots. And Hot Rod, like Takar's version of Hot Rod, comes with a fishing rod. Now both versions come with this little saw blade hand that you can see on here. And that is, you know, that's kind of a standard accessory, but some will leave certain accessories out, some come with those accessories. Another good thing, you know, I don't know if you could count it as accessory if a bot is a combiner, because the parts for that are kind of required. And I don't really count their guns and swords and things like that as accessories, except for maybe, like, as you can see here, Fans Toys Quietus, he's got that sword in his hand. In the cartoon he didn't really have swords, but apparently in the comics he does. He also comes with like a different head, leg pieces with scabbards to put his swords in, and that gives him the, I think it's IDW Comics. I don't really read the comics, so don't gripe at me too much in the comments, because I haven't read the comics. I do like some of the characters, but I haven't really read the comics. So those are some of the accessories that come with them. And, you know, like Optimus Prime is kind of required to come with, you know, the axe, like I said, and roller and a trailer, usually. You know, Magic Square didn't send a trailer with him, but, you know, then you got, you know, like other characters like Hoist. As you can see here, this is Bad Cube's Lori. This is my version of Hoist. Now, he came with, like, little knights on horses, and he came with a shield and a jousting, you know, lance. But he didn't come with that all-important mask from Hoist Goes to Hollywood, which is kind of a shame, because that's really an accessory you would expect. Now, some bots also come with accessories like the human characters. Like, as you can see here, Masterpiece Sunstreaker came with Chip Chase and his infamous wheelchair. Bad Cube's version Sun Surge also came with Chip Chase in his wheelchair. So that's not really the accessories I'm talking about. If we're really going to get into accessories, it's the things to me that really make the character. Now, I will admit, with some bots, the accessories do sway, you know, whether or not I buy that version. So there is that. But the accessories that I'm really wanting to get into are accessories that you can buy outside that other companies make, like, you know, companies like Dr. Wu and things of that nature. And we'll talk about that here in a moment.
This video brought to you by Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink. When you absolutely need to paint all of the happy little trees right this instant, trust Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink.
Side effects may include an incessant urge to paint, a grand moustache, poofy hair, hallucinations, flashbacks, Vietnam flashbacks, the inability to see the bad in other people, and the voice of Mr. Rogers.
Now we'll start off. This is an accessory I just recently bought. It is the, as you can see, the Energon Goodie Dispenser that Cup and Hot Rod had in Transformers the movie. It's not really an important accessory, but as you can see in the one picture with the Hot Rod and the Sharkticons, it helps create a scene. And that is really the biggest part of the accessories, is being able to kind of set a scene. Now I've also bought, you know, I got some TF Source cash from TF Source, so I decided to buy this, Dr. Wu's Lover. That, of course, you can probably tell is Carly from the G1 series. But it's an accessory that none of the bots I've seen comes with. And so this is where, you know, this is where it really gets interesting, is when you can get an accessory that did not come with a bot to start with. These are the kind of accessories that I'm really into. You know, just stuff to help, you know, like say you want to build a diorama and, you know, set a scene with your Transformers figures, then these kind of accessories help. You know, like one person that I showed this in a video, this cage here for, you know, Ravage. One person said that they didn't even know that existed. Now, I wish somebody other than me, who knows the ins and outs of this a lot better than I do, would make a video on accessories, but that hasn't happened, so I'll do it. I don't care. I mean, because I enjoy talking about this stuff, and if you didn't know it was out there, now you do. You know, I mean, this cage is an interesting piece. Now, not really sure I could count something like this, the English gun for Megatron, because that's really more of a replacement part. Like changeable heads and things, that's more of a replacement part than an accessory, unless it changes something like really important. You know, like if you look here, this is like a pack of accessories I got with Iron Factory's Tyrant, their version of Megatron. And as you can see in the two pictures on either side, that one picture was straight out of the box. The other one's what he looks like after I changed out all the bits. Now, I don't know if I really call those accessories, because they are kind of important to the bot itself. Not to mention they raise the price depending, but that's kind of the whole idea there. Now, accessories to me are always something fun. You know, like I said, that cage for Ravage, you know, the Dr. Wu Lover figures, things like that. Those kind of add to your already existing collection, and even the Energon Goodie Pack that I showed. But that's kind of the whole thing with this, you know, and a lot of people don't realize that these other companies are out there making these items, which that kind of helps especially for new collectors. It's like, I would like to have, you know, this bit with this bot, you know, and that's kind of an important thing. It's nice to have those things, but really, yeah, the accessories are not a necessary part of the function of your figures. They're just kind of nice to have. That'll do it for this Magnus' Loot Crate discussion on accessories. Now, there are a couple of items that I didn't mention, because technically they are and aren't accessories. Namely, those would be X Frank by Blue Lobster. That's one that's coming out here soon. And the second one that I didn't mention, but it does kind of count as accessory and it kind of doesn't. That's X-Trans Bots is coming out with Dr. Egg here. And as you can see, he's a Quintesson. This is the unpainted, we're not quite finished with it version, but that's coming out pretty soon too. If there are any accessories that you're kind of curious about, or, you know, see if I can point you in the direction of, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll be happy to send a link or something. But that'll pretty much do it. Until next time.